Hello friends, again today I am before you to discuss the question which I gave yesterday and also to ensure what is the model answer for that question, what can be the model answer. So now let us see what was the question. It was a theoretical question from ethics, basically, which comes in ethics part A in UPSC paper. So the question was, is objectivity always desirable in public service decision making? Critically examined with reference to conflicting stakeholder interests and humanitarian considerations. So basically, this question we have to answer in about 150 words. So, thrust of the question you have understood that whether objectivity is always desirable in decision making or not. So this is first part. And second, critically examine this with reference to conflicting stakeholder interests and humanitarian considerations. So whether objectivity is critically examined means again you have to uh, state whether positive points are there, negative points are there, whether it is desirable, not desirable, and if desirable to what extent, whether it has to be moderated by some other ethical qualities. So all those things we need to discuss here. So now let us start. Objectivity ensures decisions are based on facts, rules, and merit, minimizing bias and promoting fairness. So now this is what objectivity is all about. The rules, you follow the rules, you follow the procedure, you follow the facts, merit, and there is no bias, there is no uh, uh, conflict of interest. You take a fair decision, objective decision, that is objectivity. Now, it is vital for upholding rule of law. Obviously, it has to, one has to be very fair and objective in its decision making and implementation of schemes also. So, normally, this is very, very important and good quality in administration, and it is required. So, it is vital for upholding rule of law, especially in areas like recruitment, procurement, dispute resolution, then tendering, then allotment of contract, etc. So all those things are important, and objectivity and fairness has to be maintained without any doubt, without any bias. However, the two conditions which are mentioned in question, if you see, one is stakeholders' interest, and another is conflicting stakeholders' interest, and another is humanitarian considerations. However, in humanitarian cases or crises are morally complex cases. Morally complex means where various stakeholders' interests conflict with each other. So this morally complex cases is basically meaning the same thing which is given here, conflicting stakeholders' interests. That we should understand. So, however, in humanitarian crisis or morally complex cases, strict objectivity may lead to ethical failure. Now, let us see how. We will give a few examples. For example, during COVID-19 lockdown, blindly enforcing curfews worsened migrant distress. All of us know there was a problem because they walked for hundreds of kilometers without adequate food, without shelter, without water. All those problems were there. But there were some officers showed better judgment by combining enforcement with empathy, arranging food and transport while maintaining order. So here empathy is the moderator. So objectivity needs to be moderated by empathy in some cases. Let us see what next. In case of tribal evictions or slum demolition, these are other examples which we can quote. Applying rules without considering historical disadvantages can violate justice. John Rawls, we are quoting one John Rawls difference principle. Difference principle is different groups may be treated differently if it helps in underprivileged or poorest of the poor in the society. So John Rawls difference principles also justifies unequal treatment to benefit the least advantaged. Similarly, Aristotle Francis urges practical wisdom over rigid rule following. So all these ethical theories, whether it is John Rawls, whether it is Aristotle, they support different kind of treatment. Second, ARC also, Administrative Reform Commission report, advocates value-informed objectivity. So it's not objectivity, but it's value-informed objectivity. It's a very important term, value-informed objectivity. So this is what is required actually. Fact-based decisions tempered with compassion and context. So compassion and context. Earlier we have seen empathy, now compassion and context. So all these are moderators for objectivity. Thus, while objectivity is essential for administrative integrity, this is true, it is not always sufficient. So objectivity is anyway required, but it's not always sufficient. In ethical dilemmas, civil servants must balance objectivity with empathy, equity, and constitutional values. Governance must not only be lawful but humane. So, lawful governance is ensured by objectivity, but humane governance is ensured by, you have to include empathy, you have to be value informed, you have to be see the constitutional values and other ethical values. So now this completes the this question. Now let us see what is the case study which we will be taking tomorrow. Now case study is enforcing judicial orders with popular resistance. Now this kind of situation come almost often. I have faced so many times in my own career. Other civil servants also might have faced. So this kind of, because Supreme Court it's written, but usually in state governments, high court orders are very, very frequent. So Supreme Court mandates eviction of illegal settlers in a wildlife zone. Massive protests erupt. How do you balance rule of law and social justice? So court orders, while implementing court orders, problems come, and problems like this do come. So tomorrow we'll try to discuss how this kind of things can be resolved in a very ethically and legal manner. So in any case study, basically your reply has to be on the one hand legal, on the other hand ethical also. So you cannot have a reply which is ethical but illegal. Similarly, you cannot have a reply which is not ethical but legal. So both things have to be balanced. It has to be lawful, it has to be ethical also. So tomorrow we'll try to see what is the reply or model answer for this case study. I just want to inform you, if you want me to take any case study or any theoretical question, please do mention that in comment box or mail to me directly. Mail ID can be seen in the description. Comments in comment section, you can write the case study or you can mention the question. I will try to take in that question or case study in next few days. So this is what my request is, because I want that these videos or my interaction with you should be useful to you, and it should not be a waste of time to you or to me also. So it has to be basically beneficial to you. So that should be ensured. So please see that if you want me to take anything, any question or case study, please do suggest me, or any other improvement also if you want, you can write in the comments box. So thanks a lot for watching this video. Tomorrow again we will meet with the model answer of the case study. Thank you one and all.